I want to talk to you all about why it matters that you make money. A lot of times I have a client that will say to me, I just want to have a big life and I want to have an impactful business, but it's not about the money for me. And this is really confusing to me because to me, they're all the same thing. Welcome to Sincerely Future You, a podcast that helps ambitious women like you make decisions today with the future you in mind. Hi, Hapsters. This is a very special episode for me because I want to dedicate this episode to my grandmothers, but especially to my Nana, who is my father's mother. She passed away 2 weeks ago, and I've just been thinking about her so much lately. And I've been thinking about how mind blown she was about what I do for work. I think she never quite wrapped her brain around it. She just kept saying, I'm so proud of you. And I can't believe that you make money doing this. And I can't believe it either, you guys. And I want to talk to you all about why it matters that you make money. A lot of times I have a client that will say to me, I just want to have a big life and I want to have an impactful business, but it's not about the money for me. And this is really confusing to me because to me, they're all the same thing. And to me, this just indicates that you don't have a healthy and loving relationship with your money, which I think is a real problem because it's going to cause you to limit your impact that you're having with your offer. It's going to cause you to show up in some people pleasing, and we can't have that. And so I'm going to talk to you about the 10 reasons that it matters that you make a lot of money. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal experience of my 4 grandmothers and their experience with money and why it matters for them. Okay. So reason number 1 it matters is that money earned is a direct reflection of the perceived value you're adding to the world. Don't deprive the world of your value. Notice I said perceived value because sometimes people act like when they set a price, they're somehow going to rob their clients of this money. But I say perceived value because the client or your customer has to agree. They're the one that are determining the value because they're paying you that price. And when you have value and you put that out in the world in terms of a price, they will perceive and feel your value and then they buy from you. So important. Number 2, making lots of money requires you to access your most creative and unique thoughts. These spill over into the rest of your life. I have had to get scrappy over the last couple of years in order to figure out the ways that I was going to scale my business, not just in making lots of money, but also in a way that felt amazing to me, in a way that honored my values in my personal life with my own time, and also my values with my clients, so that I wasn't just selling them something that was what they thought was the problem, but I was willing to take longer in order to explain to them that they may think this is the problem, but there are other problems that are actually causing them. It's actually their feelings. It's actually their thoughts. And that might be a lot less sexy of a sell, but I was willing to get really creative in order to sell my audience on the real problem so that when they come in, they get the immense value. Okay. Number 3 is making lots of money requires lots of failure. The better you get at failing, the more resilient you become. And a resilient woman is someone the world cannot do without. Number 4, When you make lots of money and are transparent about it, other people with your obstacles start believing in their ability to do it too. When I became a single mom, when I was divorced, when I was just really, some people didn't even know that I was divorced or a single mom. Some people just saw me with young kids making lots of money and still having time. And this was something that allowed them to feel inspired and to believe in their own possibility. Who can you do that for? Who can you be an example for? Number 5, making lots of money requires you to play bigger. Pursuing big, happy money makes you feel alive. Number 6, when good people make more money, the whole world benefits. So if you're a good person and you think that you can show that by saying that the money isn't what you're doing it for, you're confused, because when you have more money, you can do more good. I'm able to give more. I was able this year, my dad retired and they're in a new financial position. And I was able to fly my whole family, which cost a lot for some random reason this Christmas, thousands of dollars, down to Miami so that we can be closer to them and we can do what is easier for everyone else. And I could afford to do that. Where in past years of my life, I couldn't afford to do that. And it would have been a burden on my family. Okay. When number 7, making lots of money confirms that money isn't the point and that it doesn't make you feel better. It does give you the resources to manage what does matter, which is your mind. Okay. So now that I have more money, I can spend more money on mind management and I have such a more luscious experience of the world and of my situation and of my problems and of my goals. Right. So it does give you the resources that you need. Number 8, lots of money when properly managed creates more time. So if what you're looking for isn't more money, it's more money can be the path to more time. This whole process compounds. Number 9, if you're not making lots of money, you're focusing too much on you and not on the value of what you offer. Ooh, does that one trigger anyone that's listening? Yes. If you're not making lots of money, it's probably because you have a thought of what it's going to mean about you. Okay. Not on the value of what you offer, on the value of the transaction of what it will do for someone else to be able to even invest in themselves in that way. And number 10, making more money than you knew was possible expands what else you believe is possible. Once I made 200K, it's like something shifted in me and I was like, what else do I want to do? What else big that I never thought was possible is now possible to me because I did something that felt impossible. I want that for all of you guys. It matters that you make a lot of money, especially for women. So sometimes when I make a lot of money, I picture my grandma saying, I fucking love this for you. Only 2 of them curse, so it's extra funny to imagine. Yep, I said only 2 because I have 4 grandmas. That's 2 by blood and 2 by remarriage. But they've all played a role in why I believe it's not only possible, but important for me and for you to live a big life, including making lots of money with spacious amounts of time and luxurious amounts of money. That's the life that I'm talking about when I say a big life. So my mom's mom, she was a single mom of 4 by the time that she was 23. She couldn't even legally apply for a mortgage on her own without a husband. Can you believe that? The things that I do in my business at one point as a single mom blow her mind because it was actually not possible for her. So I do it for her. My dad's mom, my Nana, may she rest in peace. She was the daughter of an entrepreneur, actually the only one in my family. And although she was very educated, her model of a big life was giving that success to her kids. She never missed a single game of my dad's, even when he was in college, a state over playing basketball. And I think the reverse culture has taught us that if we want a career, we can't also be that type of mom. I meticulously schedule my fun, family, and kids' important events without telling myself it's one or the other. I expand into that both energy for her. My mom's stepmom. She grew up on a farm with 4 brothers. She was taught the value of hard work, and wrapped up in that narrative is the idea that creating money should feel hard and that masculine energy creates the most money. I love the idea that money can be easy. So I do that with ease for her. My dad's stepmom. She grew up as a Black woman in Chicago. And I won't casually try and sum up here the role we know that racism, on top of gender discrimination, can play in shaping a person's view of what's possible. But an extravagant life was scantily modeled by a Black woman in her day. And yet she dared to believe it was possible for her anyway. So I help other Black women believe in their own big life. And I do that for her. Making money is important to honor those who didn't have the same opportunity or thoughts that we get to have today, and to leave a legacy of possibility for future generations of women. I am willing to fail. I am willing to luxuriate, to work hard, to rest, to dream so big. Are you? Stop pretending it doesn't matter. Are you a woman business owner that still feels like they're just kind of winging it behind the scenes? Maybe you have a product or a service that you love and you're so passionate about, but you feel like your time is just getting sucked away and you feel like you're losing your life to your business, or you feel like you are on that entrepreneur roller coaster where 1 month you're killing it and you are raking in the dough, and then the next month you're like, how come I don't have enough money left? Whether you are trying to leave a full-time job to go full-time in your business, or whether you're trying to scale to multiple 6 figures, Happening Sessions is the room for you. It's where we take a business owner that doesn't have a business degree and we help them become the most masterful CEO version of themselves. We focus on your time management, your money management, and your CEO drama so that you can get out of your own way, clean up the math, and separate it from your story about what's happening. Because I promise you that once you can see how your thoughts have been holding you back, you'll be able to get right back down to the math and get results so much quicker. Don't take it from me, take it from the Hapsters themselves. If you want to know what it's like in the room, just go to what'shappyning.com. That's what'shappyning.com, and look at the testimonial video. It is full of entrepreneurs who have joined and then had more money, more time, and more calm on the other side. Let's go. Enrollment starts November 9th through the 13th, and we're enrolling for the March 2023 class. We enroll 4 months in advance. So that means if you're thinking about it right now, you better just get off the fence and make a decision. If you know that these are results that you want, don't worry. I took the heavy decision-making off of your plate. That's why I put a money-back guarantee on this program, because I know that it gets results. If you do not get the results of more time, more money, and more calm as a CEO, I give you your money back. I cannot wait to see which 15 women are selected to come into Happening Sessions for the next round. Is it going to be you? Let's go. Hey Hapsters, if you want to learn more about today's topic, head over to what'shappyning.com/podcast. That's what's happening, what'shappyning.com/podcast. If you're a business owner and you're resonating with what we talk about here, what are you even doing? Come hang out with me over where the party's at on Instagram at what'shappyningwjess. Again, that's happy, HAPPYNING, and book a discovery call to see if coaching is your next best step.